This is a short video on how to change your Hammershot from elite darts to mega darts with our conversion kit. The kit should come with two parts, the cylinder and the front end cap. And basically there's a few modifications that you need to do to the Hammershot to get this to work properly. So the first thing is that you're going to cut off the front end here, these two bars. You can see it's missing from the mega conversion here. And the other thing is that on the internal side, you should remove the dart detector that's in the cylinder. We'll go over that a bit here. The first thing you want to do is take your Hammershot apart. So you loosen all the screws from this side. You can hold your finger on the cylinder and the trigger and just lift upward on the frame, which pretty much removes the cover. I'll show you the same thing on this one. So now they're very similar here. Instead of having 5 lobes on the cycler, you have 4 lobes and 4 darts. The other difference is that we removed the dart detector. So when you remove the cylinder, this part comes out with it. And you can see right here that the dart detector is sticking out. So what this does is basically as your cylinder comes around, if the dart is there, it will push this back and let the air flow through. If the dart is not there, it'll stay out and block the airflow. So this gets in the way of a good airflow through the cylinder. So we remove this by removing this entire cylinder, loosening these caps, or prying them open very carefully because they're very easy to break, and then this comes out very easily. So you can see here on this design that we've already removed the dart detector from there. So once you got the dart detector removed, you want to make a cut right here at the frame, and I can show you by just putting this back on here how far you need to make the cut. So if you measure from the front of this black or gray cylinder to the edge of the cut is 3/4 of an inch. So once you have that cut and filed and sanded flat, you can slide this on and tighten these 2 screws up, and it just caps the end off. That's what that part's for. So once you have the dart detector removed, the front end cut, you can take your cylinder and match it up with your this round part that the cylinder pivots on. You want to make sure that the cylinder is somewhat loose on here. If it's too tight, it will jam and you won't be able to rotate the cylinder by pulling the hammer back. So you may need, depending on the variation in your piece here and the variation in the print, you may need to take a little bit of sandpaper and just smooth that out in there, open it up so it's loose enough to make sure that this rotates freely. You don't want it too loose, and you don't want it definitely you don't want it too tight. So this is a perfect fit right here for this one. It should come a little bit on the tighter side so you can get the fit proper. The other thing you need to worry about is when this goes together, the distance between here and here is set so that your cylinder, as it rotates, will compress this foam washer on the end of the cylinder, on the end of the air cylinder, and that gives you your seal. So once that slides in, make sure everything rotates properly. If you want to test the mechanism, you can do it there. Just be real careful because it's not together. and you'll see that as you pull back, this slide should rotate the cylinder each time. Again, this should be somewhat loose. If it's too tight, it's not going to rotate the cylinder. So once you get that put together, you can reassemble the frame. And you're ready to go. So the darts should slide in there. There's also a lot of variation between the darts. It's just the nature of things. They should slide in there fairly easy. They'll get a little bit tighter as it goes to the bottom, because the barrel is actually tapered, like at a 1/4 degree is very fine at the very bottom. So you want to get a good seal so the dart flies properly. So you got your darts, and cock it. And your modification is complete. If there's any questions, give us a call, or if there's any questions, give us a shout at the email, 3dps@3dprintedsolid.com. Thanks for watching.